So I had a little bit of a crisis with this project the other day, trying to release the first episode of it. The very first video was an hour and 22 minutes long because I got carried away farming jagged ghostblade things. And I was recording in a new format to try to test a problem I was having. And I ended up having another problem, which was I recorded in FLV format, which is a format I used to export my videos as, and it was always really good quality. And in the end, it turned out that's the horizontal one. Oh no, he missed. Interesting. Do you fall off, sir? That's the horizontal one. Oh no, that's a growl. Okay. And in the end, it turned out that Premiere doesn't accept those files. So I had 4 parts of the playthrough done, and those 4 parts were all really long. They were all like an hour each. So it meant that I'd wasted a lot of time and potentially lost a bunch of footage. So I was googling around to see if I could get some software that would change the properties of what the video files were, a conversion software tool, and I got apparently the best one that exists. And then when I did it, it would only do it in 720p. It wouldn't do it in full quality because, of course, these videos are 1080. And it was super frustrating. Look at those iframes. Whew. So once I'd end up messing about with that and I knew it wasn't going to work, I tried looking for online versions to see if I could do something with the online converters, because some of them can be really, really good. And at the end of the day, there's a bunch of them that want you to buy them, and that's of course a big no-no, because I have no intentions of paying for software that I'm not going to use. I'm just going to record in the correct format next time and avoid this problem altogether. And I uploaded the file to try and see if I could get it to work. Bye, fella. And it took 5 hours to convert this file because it was so large. Only then to say that I had to pay money for the final version. Which, it's bound to happen, that's what these softwares do. But it was really frustrating. And I was kind of at my wit's end at that point, because I was a little bit defeated. I'd waited for ages thinking it was going to work. I kind of knew it wasn't going to work, but you hope, don't you? You still hope. And I was going to delete the footage. I was going to delete it all and then just redo the thing. And it would have made me really sad, because as much as I don't think I've done anything impressive, I feel like the kind of gist and the atmosphere of how the run's been so far has kind of been exactly what I wanted it to be. Is that the Iato? That looks like a jump that I don't know if I can make. Or the shadow set. That looks like a pretty tough jump, right? So I would have been really disappointed, because you lose the innocence of it, you know? I wasn't expecting much from this. I was just going to come to it, play it, and have some fun, but there's been some interesting stuff that's happened, some unique things that's happened, and it's one of the reasons why Souls games are so memorable and so replayed so frequently, because these unique emergent moments take place. And I would have been really sad if I'd fucked that up, but I ended up doing some searching on YouTube, because YouTube can actually come through for you. It doesn't always, but sometimes it does. You can make this, I've done this before. And I ended up finding out about a process on OBS called Remux Recording, and it just takes the recording and it changes it to a different format, and it took like 2 minutes, and it worked. And it might have added some other problems, which is neither here nor there, but it worked. Which is awesome. Yeah, that is the Iato. I love that sword. Very cool katana. And this is the only way to get it as well at the moment, because I don't have the capacity to get it off of Shiva, because I've pissed him off. And by pissed him off, I've stabbed him repeatedly in the chest. But this is our first bonfire of Blighttown. And so far, everything seems okay, right? Frame rate isn't betraying us. So I should be leveling up a stat I'm not going to use, which is strength. So let's level up another stat I'm not going to use, which I believe is faith, right? You need a certain amount of faith to do sunlight blade, to do sunlight spear. So we're just going to dump some points into faith and see if it helps. If you're following this for what to level up, this is not that. This is what not to level up, because I'm not using any miracles. That's the ladder downwards. What's over here then? This place reminds me of the Eagle Shield land, because you come here to get the Eagle Shield. And back in the day, there's the little shitty dog. Back in the day, the Eagle Shield was really good. Superb, I would say. This is bad. This is bad. Now I'm gonna get blow darted, right? Don't do it. Don't be a hero. Whew. How did I live? I have no idea. It's the balanced nature of the damage in this game. Yeah, there he was. I knew there was one somewhere on here. And now he's seen me, he's gonna be a problem. The smart person would shoot these with bows and things, but that's just not how we roll. And I've seen this guy as well. Is this the one that moves? It is not. So I'm going to climb up. I can hear somebody padding about. Oh, there's the power within guy. That's a problem. So when you block with the spider shield, you take away a lot of the sting of this stuff. For obvious reasons. I'm also going to take a moment to equip some stuff to my bar, just in case I do get tagged, because it's going to help. Oh, there he is, mannequin guy. Ooh, nice shot. I don't know if he gets hyper armor when he does that. I was just out of range. That's the one problem with the tool for this scenario that we're using. This weapon is fantastic and I do love it, but you have to be up their arse to get the full benefit out of it. I love that he doesn't take much damage either. I think that's wonderful design. He goes down so quickly. Go on, dickhead, fall down. Is this the Eagle Shield? Yeah, there it is. So you might be wondering, Chris, is the Eagle Shield still really good? And the answer is yes. It is, but it's not what it once was. I used to use the Eagle Shield, imagine that. Back in the day, the Eagle Shield was my jam. And, like, I haven't used a shield in a Souls game. Or especially Dark Souls 1, I should say. I've used them in 3. Outside of PvP, in hundreds of hours. Which is crazy, right? Because a lot of people can't play these games without shields yet. I no longer can play them with them, because I've got to the point where I don't need them. And I'm using this one at the moment on my back for its restorative properties, but I don't really count that. Right, let's go down this one. Oh, hi! Need to be careful when he climbs up too, because he can stun you. When they climb and they mantle at the end of the climb, it has all kinds of dodgy properties, so just be careful of it. And then get rid of them. So far, I'm very impressed. I never understood why Blighttown ran like shit to begin with. I'm assuming it's because it's such a vaulted area with tons of geometry, tons of AI, tons of like physics and stuff. But there's no two words about it. This did not run well on 360. It did not run well on PC. It did not run well on PlayStation. It just did not run well. It was really sad. PC ran the best, obviously. Is this one of the ones that moves? One of them that moves is really scary. This leads to the fatties, right? Perhaps not. And I don't generally do Blighttown. This is the first time I've been down Blighttown in a long time, because I just usually skip it. The only part of Blighttown I go to or I went to, more so than after the first few times I did it, was the area with the dogs where you get the Firekeeper spirit. Was of course the shortcut area. And then this area where the creature that you get power within from is. Don't think this is where I want to be though. But I don't know. Can I hit this guy? I mean, I can hit him with pyromancy. If I can ever change weapon. Oops. Can't see your life, sir. Ooh, that's not doing much damage. It's not doing bad damage. I'm gonna fall too. You can fall and die, right? I think that's something that can happen here. There we go. How much did that do? If I flip. Whew. I've not done that in a while. Come from the behind part of that creature. I usually come from the side. Interesting. That was something. Is this where I... Oh, damn. I didn't realise I was that close to it. Cool. Good to know. Once again, this is one of the areas of the game that I have perhaps the least amount of knowledge for. Wow, really, dude? You fucking tracky bitch. That's his big hit. That's PvP 101 right there. I know that move very well. Give me my shit pie, bitch. Oh, is that a... Not seen one of them for a while. Fucker. They're just as awkward to hit then. So that was another thing that made the game run like shit, right? All the mosquitoes. And probably the physics involved with governing them. Because they're airborne, right? I don't know if that makes much of a difference. It probably does. I've been watching some GDC conferences, which have been teaching me some stuff about programming and various pipeline things for video games, which are quite interesting. I watched the Dead Space design ones. They were really nice. The art director was telling us about what they did well, what they did badly, and stuff like that. I like that type of stuff. So now, we're moving into the area that most people recognize, right? And the draw distance seems kind of cool. Once again, the lighting and the shadows seem a little different to what they should be, but not so much in a bad way here, because it's enabling me to see things that I might not have been able to see before, which is really useful. And then we've got the fire grub guys, witchetty grub men. Forget these dudes' names. Did they really have that much fire coming out of their mouth originally? I don't remember that. I don't remember them being so fiery. Guess I'll have to look back. Do a quick Google search. Kya. Once again, though, the inability to tank through hits in this game is one of the reasons why a lot of enemies are not even that memorable. A creature such as this is only bad if it sneaks up on you. So you can just tag them, stun them, and then finish them off. Is that somebody firing? Yes, it is. So he's going to make this a little bit tenser than it perhaps needs to be. But I think we're at the point now where falling down is not... You dickhead, don't you dare. Can I drop off the ladder? Seemingly not. Hi, guys. Stop! I'm fucked. Yep. Bastards. Anyhow, we got to the bottom feasibly. I just fucked that up because I bounded off instead of killing both of them. That wasn't so useful. Oh. Let's have a look. I might just do the shortcut if I can get back, because I don't want to go down through all that again for obvious reasons. Is that where I jumped to the Ayato? It is, right? Can you even get back? that way? I don't know. That was really fair. This moves. Not today, it doesn't. Apparently. That was scary. Blooming purple moss. Just did a flip on a tight beam. I don't recommend it. This is the one that moves, right? This is such a troll, this fucking platform, dude. Because you don't move with it. It leaves you behind. Did you see that? It completely leaves your model behind. It's bullshit. That stuff is terrifying. That's mad terrifying. I don't even know what the point of this is. Does this place lead anywhere? It leads to me dying, I know that. I hate the bobble stuff. That's one of the downsides of the bobbling of the physics. Because it looks like you're going to get fucked for no good reason. You can end up swinging and falling off and stuff like that. This is some Super Monkey Ball shit right now. What am I doing? Is there any point of going across that? Interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to go the normal way, right? I don't know where to go. So fire is usually the sign of the right direction. That's the rules of the design of Blighttown. Follow the fire. And I'm gonna have to go... Oh, fuck this stupid fucking platform. Well, that was dumb. Emergent though, right? I suppose you can say that. I don't want to die for obvious reasons. I want to get my humanity back. That'd be really nice. I shouldn't have died to begin with. But this game is fucking stupid. I suppose the silver lining is that there's not going to be too many of the blow dart guys, but there's still going to be everything else. I do think the little dudes are surprisingly fair, right? Because they have to stop before you can engage. So you just kind of whack them one. And if you get unlucky and they do the one thing that lets them attack without having to stop, then you just kind of got unlucky. Not a big fan of him pushing my geometry just then when I was trying to get around him. See, this is one of those parts where knowledge of this area would definitely help me, because I could drop down and skip a chunk of the platforming. But it's knowledge I don't have, because I don't do this ever. Which is unfortunate, but... Oh, that's a point. Please! Thank you. Oh. What is happening? Why is this guy swinging? Come on, boy. Get it sent up. Let's be free of you. Such a strange monster. Oh, that's a good camera. Love it. There we go. But yeah, no problem so far with Blighttown's frame rate. That's nice. I'm glad they fixed that. Because let's face it, it was a problem that didn't need to exist. And no one would have complained if it was like this, I reckon. They would have just complained that it was difficult. And I don't think that Blighttown is necessarily that difficult. I just think it's the fear of falling and the ability to fall when faced with a lot of creatures all around you that know the layout better than you do. And of course, low ceilings. Low ceilings are the bane of my existence, apparently. That was him taunting. He taunted twice. Why? Oh, does he? Can he not get to me? Is his pathfinding fucked? Nice cancel, dude. Why did it do that? They drop humanity. Damn, that must be a rare drop. Then again, if it's such a rare drop, I shouldn't have got it, right? Because I don't have any of my humanity. Like right here, looks like I should be able to just plonk down there, right? And I probably can, if I do it correctly, but it's one of those things where I don't really want to risk my shitty. Should have got my composite bow. Fuck up that blow dart tosser that made me end up getting myself into a bad spot. Admittedly, it was my fault. I thought I was lower than I was. So I can't be too angry. It was an error in judgment. That one didn't stun it that time. I wonder why. Interesting. There we go. So there he is again. Hang on a second, dear. Can I? Have I fucked up? No, I have not fucked up. Not quite. This fucking guy! Oh, he's on that platform, is he? Bitch. So I think of you. Problem here is though the bugs are coming now. Hey, the Wanderer set and the Falchion. Nice, that saves me buying the Falchion. Cool. Right. Where are my souls, video game? Oh, there they are. Okay. So now I'm confident in where I am. I'm not going to fall and regret it. Hey. Hey, there we go. We did Blighttown, guys, and it only took me 2 attempts, which is interesting, considering it should have took me 1. But bitches can't be choosers, right? I got wrecked. Let's go kill Fat Titties. Fat Titties Incorporated, everybody's favourite booby warrior. Muffin topping Mildred. If that's even her name. Right. It's obviously her name. How could it not be? I created Dark Souls. I'm its inventor. But you know what's funny, right? Considering how much I've covered Souls and how much I've done in the games and all the different areas that I've presented on my channel, only the people who are my fans think of me as a Dark Souls guy. Like, there are a lot of people that get stigmatized with the Dark Souls brand. I never did. And there's a part of that that's quite freeing, and there's a part of that that's quite frustrating. I suppose it's one of those things, isn't it? Because like Epic Name Bro can't play anything without everybody being like, this isn't Souls. But I suppose that's the curse of his exposure, isn't it? The fact that he got such success. Anyway. Hi. So these guys did have the fires in their faces, but I don't think it was this ridiculous. I don't think they could make it this ridiculous for obvious reasons. There she is. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boys. She will chew you up. Oh, here she comes. She is a man-eater. Oh, she nearly man-ate me as well. Does it heal her in this game? Look at the whiff. That's gonna hit. Dude, you can't heal in this game. You get punished. Remember those days? When you could fucking punish healing? There's a whiff again. That should have hit me. Can you fuck off? Apparently not. Dude, she runs super fast. She's dumb though. Why did it seem like she was running faster than I run? I don't know why. I'm freaked out right now. Did the bugs infinitely spawn? Because I really think that was a dumb idea. Oh, I missed that too. I missed the... Although I don't think that looks as good as it did in the old game. I think in the old games it had a really charming appeal. I especially used to like it when you killed a bunch of people that invaded you and you just left them around, but they were only in your world. Interesting. Is that the only way to get the butcher's knife? I don't remember that. Here we go. Oh no! Did that work? Yeah, they do infinitely spawn then. Fuck you. Yeah, it's just such stupidity. Why would they do that? I don't understand the design of the flies. I really don't. I think it's really bad. And it's not a new epiphany, guys. It's always been really bad. It's not this version. You can't blame the remaster. That's just the goddamn game. So, you might be wondering. This is where Shiva is, by the way. If you've never not killed him and you're wondering where he is in this area. Okay, that was garbage. Okay. Good to know. My tolerance for poison is not great. But the poison doesn't do too much, so that's not a problem. That was bad, Chris. Guess I'm gonna have to equip that shit, aren't I? Move, you fucking controller, please. Large titty shard. Wow, look how much you can see down here. The draw distance on this section was very artistic in kind of a bad way. Because it made it so that it was very difficult to see a lot of details. So that's a change I quite enjoy. So, Quilina. How do we get Quilina to appear? I wonder. Oh, we probably have to do something with Laurentius, right? That would make sense. Join up with the Laurentius and accept his gifts, and then she probably turns up. See, this is what it's supposed to look like. See this? See how I can't fucking see out? It used to do that, I think, at a greater depth. Or maybe it didn't. Shouldn't have jumped then. Didn't mean to. That's a weapon, right? Yeah. And he can throw them if you don't know. You can't get that weapon, though. You cannot get the rock as a weapon. Unfortunate. Can you imagine if you had, like, 70 strength, you could pick a rock up? Just ambiently picking rocks up. Give me that shit. But this is another zone I wouldn't recommend really exploring too much unless you know you want something specific, like the server maybe. Or if you're coming here for specific shards or pyromancies. That's actually a pretty good idea, that. Chucking on the pyromancy set for the added resilience. This swamp also has slugs that can drop the green titanite shards if you need them. The slugs are pretty creepy. Gotta be careful, I don't want to go too nuts with healing the poison. I think that's an item. You can just Estus your way through a lot of it. I don't mind dying as well, as long as I can get back to where I died. And then, of course, there's Ash Lake. Which, ideally, you want to go to Ash Lake with a decent shield if you can. Because then you can tank the Hydra and deal with it. Look at the animations on these things, though. God damn, you recover fast. That's some bullshit. That's a problem. Not quite as big as a problem as they can be in Demon Souls, but still problematic. And that was a waste of time. Cool. Guy's got a sweet glow. You're alive, right? For some reason that one wasn't. Interesting. Yeah, you can chain it. Oh, that's fucking dumb. See what I mean? Souls games aren't hard. They're just full of shit. How come the fucking bugs don't bang off the walls? Just hit the one fucking branch. Just pfft. Really dumb. Can't go down there. Very loud vehicle. Aye. Large titty shard. Always a pleasure. See you later, boys. They're all staring at it. Are they all going to just gang jump me when I grab this? Probably. There's the server, which is a derivative of the Murakumo, which is a curved greatsword, if you're new to the series. But it's unique in that it gives you HP for successful attacks. It has a lifesteal ability, which is pretty cool. I shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. I could have got away with using the bonfire to heal. Plank shield. Visible path. It's not a mimic, right? No. Isn't this shards what they're called? Scales? No, Twin Humanities. And it leads to an incredibly bothersome part of the game. Especially if you want to get the crystal lizards. There's a lot of quitting out that happens in Ash Lake. So I don't think I'm going to do it at the moment, just because all the quitting out is a massive buzzkill for the video. But you can do it from this point onwards if that suits your fancy.